Think about Snoopy's playstyle over the last couple of years. He's been the raw talent, highlight, passing the eye test guy, and for some reason he hasn't figured it out in this title yet. On maps like Blackheart and Colossus, where he's supposed to shine, he always has slow starts. So you could already see it as 4 go down in favor of FaZe. They have early P1 control.
Yeah, but Boston on the way back in. Let's get it on, says Snoopy and Purge. How about that 4-man wipe? FaZe gonna spawn out. Boston a little bit slow to read it, but will pick up after they've already hit the route here from Purge. And okay, what a start this has been now for the breach after the breakoff went, I would say, pretty terribly wrong. Snoopy, nice pre-fire, and wow, you think Snoop is playing for a job right now? Heck of a start from him. Nasty to follow, and this has been really, really clean, really, except for the breakoff for Boston.
Oh yeah, this has been perfection from Boston. You don't spawn on the preferred side initially to start the P1, but you basically suck up all the time after your first break attempt. Now you have the rotation that you want. Over towards the next HP.
Another spawn out for Drazah. Abuzah able to hang things on to the front. Spart, Boston still working on blocking, if not winning back the spawns, but we're at 25 seconds left here. If this is going to work, it needs to start working quickly, and 04 steps up, finds himself 2. Easy trade behind that, and FaZe will have the opportunity to really dictate what they want to do in the last 15, whether they play for old or if they rotate, and they're going to go for the rotate.
Yeah, this is their final 15. Now it's all about the rotation fights, and 04 is a guy who I really want to focus on for this FaZe lineup, because the last 6 series, when you're playing alongside Simp, you need to make sure you're bringing consistency, but he's been averaging a 0.8. If you want to hit that next level for FaZe and win championships, you need to be a lot better around the map. So playing Blackheart through the front door, you flip the spawns, and you technically win the rotation if you're FaZe.
Yeah, Drazah did more than enough right there, finding 2. Not able to find the 3rd, but he locks the spawns like you mentioned. FaZe starting to blow the game a little bit wide open. The Abuzah on the close corner, shut down. Quick flood here from the breach with the nade to support the play. And Drazah is going to fight for his life. Spawns are still in. 04 able to hit from square side, but Spart continues to show up, my friends. 8 and 5 now. Another double for him, keeps the contest well and alive. This is great news overall for Boston on their break attempt. Not really gonna be able to fully get much time at all, but at least you stop FaZe from accruing more.
Yeah, you stop FaZe from getting time, but now they might be in the best position possible to get time because they won the rotation over towards P4. Simp is keeping them trapped on the backside of this turbine, not able to find the kill onto Nasty, but your teammates are free and clear.
This is one of those maps that, again, the P1 great for Boston, but the rotation game for FaZe has been perfect to this point. That would need to change. But for now, Boston working on their break attack. Drazah finessing. Wow, how does he get that one? Must have had a little bit of help over the top. Abuzah right there with him, but catches a stun to the chest. Enough damage off of that for him to fall, leaving 04 as the last one standing. And as he drops, now a chance to contest for Boston. Reinforcing from the front. 2 members trying to push through this setup. And Spart is the one who finds 2 again. He is doing more than enough right now to at least concern what this FaZe setup is looking like. But for the rest of Boston, not able to do too much. And it will be 100-40 going over to New, where again, here's Abuzah off another double.
Yeah, this is where it gets scary, man, because FaZe so far throughout this stage have only decided to play Colossus. Step aside and listen in with FaZe.
One more. I'm not Keep blocking. Hard block. Hold on to me. Alright, one more. Wait. I'm saying I'm all right. I'm not.
He's gonna enter chasing.
Hey, what's the ring? Get the block up.
Get the fucking front.
You got twice. One's behind us. One more. One PF. You win window. One dining. He's still hitting me. He's on you.
That it. First side of the door. Maybe 2, I think. Side of the door. Keep the door. I think. Snoop's gonna spawn with you.
I'm trying to get back, bro. I'm winning long. Break time. Nice. Maybe we don't. Get this guy. I'm
running to left. Also.
Nice.
Let's kill this guy.
I'm playing the back.
Let's kill him. I'm staying close blue. You look to back kill.
I'll get time.
I'm staying close blue. There's me too.
Yeah.
I mean, woof. This has been 22 and 15. Good help on 04 from the cross. One more to grab. Easy cleanup. And FaZe, if they get Snoopy here, may just put this thing out of question with a very embarrassing scoreline to Boston's dismissal here.
Yeah, like, I don't even know how you expect to win Blackheart when you lose 7 rotations in a row. Like, we're never going to cut out losses. We're not winning one-on-one gunfights. Drazah is smiling from cheek to cheek. But the game is just seeming too easy right now. Boston have more than 50 points. They're going to be able to soak up this final 5 seconds if they want to, but you're down by so much we can't even get the junk time. We got to rotate, and we're walking right into pre-aims again. Another 3 dead face and close it out here.
You know, I will say too, I mean, there's a lot of things to be rotation from 1 to 2 from Drazah's perspective. You got a lot of it from Abuzah in this most recent rotation. Is he almost able to snap to a second? Drazah in the hill now, pistol out, can't quite finish, and Boston will get a break, not just of the spawns, but also of the hill. So a moment to at least get this scoreline a touch more respectable, but it really has been the moments that FaZe have still held but had someone spawn out. They are working those natural pitches perfectly.
Yeah, it's easy, especially when your teammates are finding multi-kills around the map to even up the numbers, even put yourself in an advantageous situation. So it's just FaZe right now a step ahead, and the Blackheart nightmares continue here for Boston.
Yeah.
We head over towards P4. FaZe win every single gunfight off the rotation. Boston all the way across the damn map. And that is going to be map 1.
Yeah, sure will. It's just been so good watching FaZe on those natural pinches, but also just how far they can spawn Boston and take control of ring.
And your Ion player in Purge trying to scout towards the flank and the middle of the map. But FaZe have taken mid-map away. So they have an angle to easily spot them on the exit once this bomb goes down before we forward.
But 04 caught. Purge able to turn that into 2, actually. Drazah would love to follow up to at least get 1 back. And he's going to have to take that gunfight. And this is not a gunfight you want to take. It's just you had no other choice.
Time is still ticking. Only 30 seconds remaining on the game clock. And not a single player from Boston have tried to take a chance or a risk to push themselves in towards ring, because FaZe have all the angles to keep the bomb safe.
Yep, Drazah in particular over on water steps can just throw shots through pillars. Good smoke from Boston, threatening the retake. Simp over towards Art, able to go a bit unnoticed, leaving Spart as the last one left, and he will be hunted down. Nice pistol shot from Simp to finish. So yeah, similar idea in terms of how they want to execute over towards ringside. Snoopy will clear out laundry. No bomb in hand. I'm sure Ant's happy to see that. And Nasty will wait for a moment, looking for contact as Boston behind this. Spart, deep shoulder, punished. Snoopy still alive and kicking, though, is able to turn a 2-for-1 exchange into favor of Boston.
And now you got your numbers. Yeah, let's just play the gunfights. No need to try to risk it by someone working on the bomb plant. So you just send it for the gunfights.
They're looking to once again put pressure in the middle of the map. This time, though, I believe they did see Snoopy out towards B with a couple of shots, and that's going to be enough for 04 to swing the bomb and plant. Really, you got to keep your eye on Purge here. What route does he want to try to take to foil this setup? And he's going to go back towards water steps.
Yeah, he's just going to get to his teammate. Snoopy finds the first blood. Abuzah there for the trade, but you got this guy isolated in towards Tiki. Smart and Purge combine for that kill, so now it's a 1v3 for Drazah, and he's trapped. He's gunned down, and Boston perfect there on their retake.
At this point. Again, a little bit of aggression here for Snoopy. Nearly caught out, but able to keep his life. Help from Purge. That's the same idea. Spart right there. Same thing. It's just, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type situation. Seems like Boston have drafted this A play up here in the last couple of days, but Drazah's going to reset. Played over towards Art side, and I believe he did just see a shoulder and is going to reposition outer ring for the 1v2.
Yeah, it's all about the timing that he's able to get, because I think Snoopy's throwing shoulders, and he's able to spot Drazah on the cross, so now it's all about the mind games. Drazah knows he saw him. Snoopy obviously gives the comm to his teammates, but Drazah has read this re-wrap perfectly.
He's re-cleared out over towards laundry. Bomb planted. Nasty will drop. 1v1. Snoopy gives him a workout, but is also taking a lot of damage in his own right. Both players now off the regen. Headshot to Drazah. Advantage to his direction. But Snoopy in a little tricky spot. And had to a bit of bullets. And wow, Boston are going to give up laundry and try to contest the plant through mid pillars here. Abuzah's taking a ton of damage from these nades. Purge able to find first blood onto the bomb carrier. Spart a second. 3v2 from here. And FaZe are without the bomb on this rewrap.
Yeah, they did that so fast, man. Like, FaZe need to react to that quicker because 04 spots them on the exit, and the only way they can stop you is if they retake through mid. But when you give them a window, they capitalize on it. Now they have the numbers. Spart locates another one onto Simp. 1v3 for 04 with bomb down at A. Yeah, good luck.
Well, he gets the first one, had damage into Nasty. It probably had him down to about a bullet. But like you mentioned, the bomb being down on A and everyone knowing it for Boston makes this 1v2 a little bit more tricky than normal. But, okay, there's the isolation over towards top ring. Snoopy firing back, has 04 down to half HP. Just trying to play a little bit of mind games. Not going to work out, Boston. Not small variation because Snoopy's just trying to send it down the steps. Purge in some trouble at Zig, has to back away. But this heady is just so filthy. Oh, nice attempt. Tried to go high right there for Purge. But Spart also simultaneously fell behind the play, and FaZe will get one back.
Yeah, throwaway round.
Well, these are obviously rounds that you cannot make mistakes in moving forward. And another interesting look as Snoopy runs it down over towards top bedroom. We've seen that play from him defensively before. So FaZe prepared for it. And we'll take the long route to head back through spawn and over to A for what will, for the meantime, be an open plant. But Boston giving us another retake look at a play behind driveway, and the timing for Drazah is going to be everything. Oh, you see him on the corner. Drazah's able to get one slip away. Oh, he got help from Abuzah. I was about to say, if he gets that second one, that's insane. Nasty scope out, not going to find anyone to 04, maybe. It's going to play the corner. 04 slides out. Gunfight lost. Trade is in, though. So 3v3. Bomb is delayed, making its way over to A. And I will say, considering Boston have gotten so much success taking A on their offenses, they have been hesitant to plant, looking for that second engagement first.
They spot out Drazah. Now FaZe are looking to retake it for the backside of Laundry, but they already had players in a position, so Simp locates the bomb carrier. Unfortunately, he's going to lose that gunfight versus Snoopy, but numbers in favor of FaZe turns into a one-on-one, and Drazah gets ripped.
First play, let's get locked. Follow-up behind that, though, is good for 04, but good map position here. Snoopy finds one, slips into broken, and has an opportunity for possibly more than that. Yeah, good help over the top as Nasty confirms the trade, and Boston could potentially possess the EMP here.
Yeah, they have been map control. Now it's all about just looking for this next wave of fights, and Purge starts it off with the first, but you can always count on the safety net of the Abuzah to bail you out of situations. I mean, he might find himself quickly into another, but he gets gunned down by Nasty. You had your lead blocker and Snoopy over towards the A site, and now FaZe are just trapped. They don't know which way to look.
No, they absolutely don't, and there's good help. Purge, good body blocking. Need one more to make sure you block that cross. Stun is there, doesn't make a difference. Boston will clean the field. And now set up one of the craziest looking spawn traps that you possibly could, but good awareness from FaZe. Burst right through. All moment of pause as Drazah at least confirms some space to work around P2. FaZe off spawn, looking to play off where the reset is for the device. Purge there first, though, and that's not what you want to see if you're FaZe. And now you've got Spart on a nice long pinch. Drazah has seen it, scouts it out, comms it. Abuzah turns, finds two, and Simp will confirm Dojo as a position to use for FaZe.
And you already have lead blockers on the opposite side of the map, too. So Simp, who was the lead blocker for an A capture, is just going to be the EMP OBJ runner now because 04 clears out all the space. You work your way through bottom servers. 04 finds another kill. So quickly, the game is going to be tied, and FaZe have an opportunity for another one.
From behind,
and you win the gunfight if you're Snoopy. So possession time, all even, but Boston in the driver's seat.
Yeah, setting up this attack, gonna have Purge at mid-map. You can create the space if you can find the pick, and Drazah was in some trouble there, but at least able to shut that down, and FaZe with that a little bit of extra momentum will step forward. But Nasty able to get a couple good prediction, just not quite perfectly timed. Pistol out, help on the way. Finesse trying to come through for Simp, but he's shut down, and Boston have a chance to not grab and go necessarily, but they've got numbers here. 4v3 towards the B point.
Yeah, they got numbers. They just need their attacks I try to open up with that first kill because FaZe are more than willing to just have the goal line stance. One player from Boston gonna work on a route. It's gonna be Snoopy, but he's already sniffed out. So we're gonna go into overtime. Boston, the only opportunity to get another one on the board here with 30 seconds.
Yeah. Tries to show force at mid to pull the defense away. They're going to go for just a full flood. This is really compelling. Will it work? 3, 2, 1, go. Here's the first play. 0-4, able to get one. Now on the cross through the doorway. No one's playing inside of the point itself. And it may work out. What a play from Boston. Snoopy was...
Nasty was thinking I could work the OE if my teammates just stalled out time, but not in the position that you want to be, and your trophy system doesn't completely get down. So stuns and nades are going to be effectful here for FaZe, but you can see on the mini map they're just waiting for 0-4 to work this pinch.
Timing is going to be crucial for him, and 0-4 will drop first. Follow up, no, not going to be there for Drazah. Yeah, that's just a little bit over aggressive. If we're going to do it, we may as well do it together. Purge, yep, that'll work. Simp down, more, no, not quite. 0-4 able to hold the line here in front of Dojo, and we will have an opportunity to see what Nasty can do on the flank.
Oh,
no,
that's what he's doing.
Hostage. Okay, that's fine. And now you've got all the info you could possibly want, but the EMP is reset to mid.
Yeah, and now with the Nasty having a body shield here, someone could just grab this and run right up the middle of the map, and that's exactly what Boston are gonna do. Playmaker Purge said, let me just hit 99 speed and take
Let's just reflip this back on out, but FaZe are watching all things at once, and Drazah is able to catch Nasty before he can fully get back to safety.
It's just so difficult to play when you're at a disadvantage, when you're down by 2 scores, because you got to clear out every single corner, and when you don't, Boston are making a lot of impactful kills with it. So 3 go dead in the feed. Nasty trying to add another one to the tally. He gets cut down by Simp. Snoopy almost scores that one on the top of Abuzah's head. But another goal line stop here for FaZe, but I'm pretty sure Nasty has a hell
fight on to Snoopy though. And now it's on to what Abuzah can do with the pistol, and the answer is he can't do all that much.
Yeah, there's so many situations with FaZe, so looking for a scoring opportunity, and they need their lead blocker to find the opening kill. They haven't been consistent in that category. So 40 seconds left to go. EMP right in front of you over towards Dojo, but Boston are more than happy to keep on making the kill feed pinstripe because they have the map control. Only 30 seconds left.
Looking good for a finish. You'd have to score here and get a pickup for an overtime situation. Score is in. But now you're on the scramble back over to rooftops, and Boston will have 2 members there. Snoopy fighting all 3 on the cross. Just all of it right in front of him. So last 8 seconds, and that's the right call. Spart's going to grab the EMP, run it backwards, and Boston are going to be up 2-1 on FaZe with a great raid search and destroy. What do you have for us here? Haven't seen it in a while, but like we mentioned, when we did, rotationally, they were really, really sound at the Money Hills. Great start here as well. Spart was pushed off the angle, couldn't really assist over the middle of the map, and it's continuing to take damage across that long inner hall. So Purge, Snoopy gonna try to work on that, but we're a little bit lined up here if you're Boston. Doesn't make a difference. Snoopy just cracks the code, finds a couple. 0-4 with the response though, and FaZe will stabilize around mid.
Telling you, it's just something about exposure HP in 0-4. He has it locked down. He whips out an AR in certain hills, and so far off to a 3-1 start. FaZe in firm control of all of top mid, but Purge and Spart fine 2. Gonna walk away with that final 10, but FaZe have the roto.
Nice shots from Simp, make sure of that point. 0-4 will be by himself for a little while, but that nade landing will slow Boston down from the front and put FaZe in position. Find the kills, an unfortunate teammate takes Purge out of the picture in 0-4. Responds not just the 1, but takes down Spart as the 2nd. And this has been a really solid P2 for FaZe, looking to take extra space away now.
Yeah, I love how FaZe just banked on a tight setup there, knowing that they didn't have the spawns that they want, knowing that they had no information on what the setup was looking like for Boston. So we might as well have our irons up and play for all the gunnies before we decide to take some space. Now the final 15 seconds, spawns have flipped. FaZe are not willing to give up all this time for free, but again, in another position where they're in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. 04, not done.
I'm telling you, bro.
What a start he has had, my man. Holy cow. 8-2. Simp not to be outdone. 7-3 with 5 in a row, and the rotation into new spawn. So look at this setup, dude. This is not fun if you're Boston. As long as Abuzah doesn't scam inside the hill, FaZe should have an opportunity to do more of this. Simp on 7 has the Hellstorm, but Boston have found an opening from the front, and they're going to try to dive on in, but FaZe are prepared for that. Simp still challenging, and this has been another really good hill for FaZe.
Yeah, now the spawns flip, so Boston are banking now on this contest fest to go their way, and for now they're the last team standing, but there's no way in hell you're going to read this route from Simp. He's able to locate one, try to set up his teammate for the final, but it's nasty, able to come out on top in those engagements. So Boston, great job of at least getting some time off of P3, but now,
like you mentioned, you already have spawns in lock. Abuzah a little bit of trouble finding Purge underneath the railing, but finally confirms elimination, and that's 5 to 10 seconds for the scrap time, now turning into 20 seconds worth of initial at new. Telling you, the transitions from 2 to 3 and 3 to 4 for FaZe continue to look really, really clean.
Yeah, now even with the back spawn still, they have the reinforcements to fly their way through the back doors, but it's Spart and Nasty combining for 2. Now Simp tries to set up a repinch. He gets caught by Snoopy. So even though you still have the spawns, Boston are making this one very scrappy. And now they take the back spawns. They're going to secure this final 15 seconds. Boston are keeping themselves in it.
100 points, they can stay on the hill, but good nade over the top has Boston fighting evenly.
Yeah, Boston continuously are just keeping themselves into this game by breaking through the front door. Like, all these long routes are consistently getting cut down, but every time they say, screw it, let's just go right through the gates of hell, it has worked out to perfection. And this time, Spart has top mid control. He's able to be on 6 in a row, potentially getting closer and closer towards his own Hellstorm. But FaZe, with the space that they have, I know that Simp still has a Hellstorm in his back pocket. He's not going to invest it here for the final 15 seconds, so Boston's still being in it.
Okay, let's go back to P1. 100, a little bit more than that, playing up against 70, favor to FaZe. 04, slowing down since the first couple of hills into new. Boston set up for a break with numbers, though. 4v3 situation, and they're going to find advantages all across the map. Nice moment for Boston. Should be able to get a read onto 04, but can't deal with them. And now FaZe will have an opportunity to counterattack mid.
They're trying to do it all through bottom window, but the crossfires being set up out of the AAR players is phenomenal. Snoopy holding down long alley, wins his one-on-one, but Nasty the entire time through bottom dirt does not give FaZe an opportunity to jump out of that window. So what was just a 40-point game is now only a 20-point game, and they are soaking up all of this P1 time still.
Nice stuff from Boston. Can they win the rotation over to 2? These last gunfights may dictate that, and Abuzah up top has gotten 2 eliminations now to pinch, because that's right as well. And the last one standing will be Spart, who at least is able to keep the hardpoint neutral.
Yeah, and this is where FaZe usually flip that switch on exposure on that second half, because they get trophy systems and they basically have it locked down. So Boston currently down by 40 points, trying to close this series out. Let's go to a listening with the new squad in green.
Top right now. I'm standing. He's trying to look window outside. I think he's outside. I'm not sure. I think he's outside. I don't see him. I don't see him. He's not. How's someone talking? He's in the contest. They're in 04 dead. You want me. I'm left. I can try it. Right done. Nice. I didn't send him. I'm needing time. I need it low real quick. I didn't need him. Walk back side. I'm waiting for you guys. He's gonna be front. The Abuzah is close probably. This is good 30, bro. I have a back door. He's zig. He's low. Lower zig. Yeah, negative, bro. He's low. I see him. One guy's top box dead. One more there, someone. One guy's low. He's low. One's old. I'm going left. He's still low. Low dead. I have left. Last one back. Where can they go? You're just where they go. Right. That's the first guy. One shot's a gun back. Nice. One more back. Iron. We gotta get a kill. Come left. Don't circle dead. One's in the back. One gets four in the back. One 18. One shot 18 there. Someone get in time with me, bro. deep story. Deep story drop. I'm weighing. Time. Chow. Back door, one shot. What's that? Go. I spawned her. I said him to spawn out. They're gonna be BSD. They're gonna be BK. Watch out. Yeah, here. I'm pushing out the dirt. I have it. They're on me. Dead. One shot. We can't do. No, right corner. Listen, he's in the corner dirt looking for you, Evan. Play your life. Bro.
Couple of really big individual kills that are coming through that are allowing Boston to find
Point mark, man. Boston have completely flipped the switch on the second half when they needed to win a very crucial rotation. They do it at P4, even with FaZe investing in Hellstorm. So now they're up by 30. Purge has got a Hellstorm in his back pocket, and they're still on the time here at P5 with top mid control.
Looking good. Nasty, Spart, Snoopy, all finding kills. This is essentially full time on 5 to the breach. Oh man, what kind of world are we living in right here, right now? Snoopy down low in some trouble, or is he? Clean first gunfight, turns, finds damage, and the kill onto the second, and a chance here for Boston to possibly just exit by jumping out of 5 and making their way to 1 to close the game, but FaZe say not so fast.
Hardpoint is going to be in a fight. It's still a 2v2 for top mid control. It's all about managing the chaos, and Purge at least finds one, but Abuzah equalizes, finds a double. FaZe are in.
Good angle from Spart, clears out the hill. No more time being earned right now for FaZe. Nasty gives you another, and there's the Hellstorm for Purge. Will allow a chance for Boston to get more time towards 250, and of course also give them the default win over towards P2 rotation if you need it. But this may call game here. FaZe have to make a round. 04 slips past, not able to get in to find the contest though. One more chance, not gonna happen in the Boston breach.
I thought it was worth the gamble. Talk to me about today's performance though. I love seeing the smile back on your face.
I appreciate that, Bucket. Nah, I mean, yeah, obviously, like the last couple of weeks haven't been the best, especially for me. But I feel like we've been focusing on ourselves, just not letting like the outer noise, like get to us. Just grinding, and like today we show what we can do. I know we can do like way more, way better, and we're just gonna be working on it. So yeah.
Yeah, Subi, I saw some changes today on the raid. You no longer were carrying the bomb, and you were dominating.
He can push through laundry, bro.
Yes. Exactly. So clearly, you guys made some big adjustments there. Talk to me about like the practice in Search and Destroy and how you guys progressed over these last couple of days to get to this point.
Yeah, I mean, well, I feel like I carry the bomb on most maps, but obviously raid, like you can get push up there and stuff. So we tried switching it up. Obviously our practice, like in S&D, we focus a lot on what we're doing post plant, and I feel like it was just, we like we made a good change. So yeah, I'm just happy.
Absolutely.
Snoopy, congrats on the big win. I mean, this is versus FaZe Vegas, one of the teams in the top 4 conversation, and obviously you guys needed a win like this. And we haven't been able to talk to you since Spart's been added into this lineup. So tell me how that's kind of been in that integration of Spart, what he's added to the team, what you're hoping he would add to the team, and where you guys feel confidence-wise during the rest of this stage.
Yeah, I mean, freaking Chris is him. Honestly, he just like brings a lot of like fast pace. He plays the AR well. Like he has like good comms too as well. Like in the game, especially when we're like in intense situations. So I feel like he brings a lot to the team. And yeah, I'm just happy to keep grinding and just keep doing me.
Sure.
Snoopy, last question. You guys are right on the bubble. Right now, you're on the winning side of that bubble as you would earn tickets to Birmingham. What is it like playing in a stage where there are 2 teams not making it, and how are you guys dealing with that pressure?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely pressure, but I know what we can do. Obviously, myself, I haven't been like my best version, but I feel like I'm getting there, and I mean, we're definitely making it. We're gonna sum everyone. And yeah, just keep talking, just keep yapping, because we're going to be the best. So yeah.
Keep yapping. Puts a smile on his face. Congrats on the win, Snoopy. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Back-to-back upsets. Vegas is furious, and not just FaZe. We're going to a break. When we come back.
People are capping when they say they don't hear